$5 million. $5 million. $5 million could be yours if you are a claimant on the class action lawsuit. So the potential payout from the class action lawsuit could reach up to $5 million per claimant or more, depending on the severity of the damages and the court's ruling. So this compensation is designed to recognize the irreversible loss suffered by each claimant, whether they fully grasped the biological reality at the time or not. And even now, right, you don't need to be pro-life to be eligible. This case is not about personal beliefs, but about a scientific fact. A unique human life was lost, even if someone previously believed that the pregnancy begins at implantation rather than conception. Science does not change based on belief. The DNA was there from day one, and even now, I mean, you can still be a pro-choice advocate and still be eligible for a settlement, a large cash settlement. So this lawsuit holds accountable those who knowingly prescribed or administered abortifacient drugs without fully informing patients of the biological and ethical consequences. Whether a claimant identifies as pro-choice or not, they have still suffered intangible loss, and they are entitled to compensation for that loss. So even if you are a pro-choice advocate, if you even if you fully admit that the baby was a baby from day one, and you still think it's okay to have abortions and all that stuff, you're still eligible for that. It could be even up to $5 million or more. All right, so what does that mean? That means that there would be a class action lawsuit filed and against these people that will push see, the problem is the birth control does not actually prevent the pregnancy. So the baby is alive. The baby is alive for a number of days before it then they will say, the blastocyst, it will fail to implant. But that's not the scientific or biological reality. The baby, the small boy or the small girl, will die as a result of these abortifacient, these death drugs given by these abortionists. They're not even doctors, right? They're just, I mean, so they will violate their own, oath and morals and ethics, and they're just death drugs salespeople. That's all they are. That's all they are, and that's all they ever will be. So once you do this one time, your mind becomes once you're a killer, you will always be a killer. So these people are just murderers, and and I have to say, and this is extremely important, $5 million is nowhere near to the value of the baby that was lost. It doesn't. The baby was conceived, and that value was far in excess of $5 million, right? So far in excess of $5 million. Again, $5 million settlement, it could be yours if this class action lawsuit would be, and it does take a lot of preparation and evidence gathering, discovery phases, and to find third party. The people that will fund the class action lawsuit, and if there's a settlement, it could look like $5 million. Not for the mother only. This is $5 million for the father, because this is 50% of the small boy or small girl that died is 50% the father, right, and 50% of the mother. So let's say, for example, you had, it doesn't matter if you're married or not. In my case, I was not married, and I fully admit that was a serious mistake on my part, not being married to be with the mother of my children there. And that it doesn't matter. That doesn't have any bearing on any other of the reality. Is that at me as the father, my child died as a result of these abortifacients, which is birth control, which does not prevent the ovulation. The ovulation still occurs. The conception is real. There is a baby there. It's a small boy or small girl, and they will try to say, well, they will say this word like like this boy is not a boy, or this girl is not a girl. This blastocyst failed to implant, right? That's the type of terminology. They have to dehumanize this baby. They have to. But it certainly is not. $5 million could be yours if we are successful with the class action lawsuit.